But I think for the Spurs, I think that what's exciting, well, the hope is that he just steps in, becomes an immediate megastar, right?
Mm-hmm.
The hope is that day one when he walks in, he just is Giannis, which is insane to think about, right? Like it took Giannis about 3 years, 4 years to become all star Giannis, right? The Greek freak. He was a lanky, athletic guy with a fun name for a
Yeah.
few years, right? But yeah, no, the expectation is he's just going to step up and become Giannis right away. And so that's crazy to think about. And from everything I can tell, he can do it. I kind of compared it earlier in the loss recording to me, Matthew Stafford kind of really helped open the door for the like athletic pocket passers. Think about like what Mahomes is today, right? To me,
Right.
Matthew Stafford kind of started that. And I think that then Mahomes came in, took that style, took the landscape of the NFL quarterback to a meteoric level. That's what I think Wemby can do, right? He's 7'4". He can play on the wing, pop a three. He can, ball handle. Like what a big man is these days. Wemby takes that and just maxes it all out, which that's incredible and that's generational. And I'm excited that he is on the Spurs to do that.
Yeah, the expectations part is fascinating, the discourse around it, because in the last recording, one of the things I brought up is that we hadn't really seen a guy like Wemby enter the league before, and and look back at LeBron's draft, kind of the same thing, and that's where I think you compare those two. These two guys have received a lot of hype and the types of guys they will be in the NBA. LeBron, nothing like we've ever seen before. Wemby, he's nothing like we've never seen before, even in this current positionless NBA. Just nothing we've never seen before. Like there's a clip of him taking a missed three and throwing it down for a putback dunk. Like it's like it's nuts. Like it's like the sliders were turned up on your
You're
my
not
player.
you're not supposed to be able to do
No,
that.
like LeBron can't even do that, and that's what makes it crazy. Is that you got these expectations on him that you're expecting to be all NBA first year, all star, average a double double. In which, listen, he's not going to be all NBA because you look at the big men. They're still Joker and Embiid are still around,
Right.
and you still got a lot of other big men that are good too. And all star wise, it's going to be tough. I mean, LeBron didn't even make it his first year. It took him a year to get to the All Star game. So I think for Wimby, he's in a good spot to where you do have all these high expectations. He's in a good spot to where he's gonna be able to not worry about that. San Antonio is gonna let him take his growing pains, figuratively as he grows into his new body, and literally as well. He's 7'4", 220, still gonna add weight. Um, they're going to let him take his time. They're not
Right.
going to rush him.
Do you think part of why he's like so mythical is because he didn't play college ball? Like, you know what I mean? Like we got to see Anthony Davis, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got to see Blake Griffin a little bit, right? We got to see, all the guys that go through the NCAA tournament for a year. Versus this is a guy that like 90% of the people who watch the NBA draft have just heard his name and seen highlights, have never actually watched him like play, like all the nuance of the whole thing. You think that's part of why the urban legend of him is so big?
Maybe so. And like you could kind of take a look back at it with recent history with Luca when he came
Mm.
out. And, even though he's not on, the expectations weren't as high on him as they are on Wimby. Um, I think that's a very good point. Like none of us have actually seen a full game from him. Now we'll see him in a few days play summer league games, and those are whatever. But it's still an opportunity to see him play in a full game with a lot of guys that are going to be the main crew that he's going to be playing with the young guys that the Spurs have drafted over the last few years. Um, so yeah, that's a good point where like this fascination that we have with him, We haven't seen him play a full game. We haven't seen him play against guys that were playing college ball. So we just had this fascination with him that here's a 7'4" guy that can dribble and shoot the ball like KD and has insane wingspans like Giannis, and can block everything out of the gym, jump out of a gym. So yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, we haven't seen
It's
anything like him.
it's a little bit of a Trey Lance thing, right? Like I'm guilty of it with Trey Lance, right? He played 1/4 of a game in college, right? He
Yeah.
hasn't played since high school. He played 1/4 of a game in the NFL. It's been 17 years since he actually played football. But have you seen what this man can do? Like, I think I'm a little bit guilty of that myself with Trey Lance.